chewing cud in their pens, unaware that something strange was about to unfold. Around 8 o'clock, nearly at dusk, farmers reported hearing startled bleats, rattles at fences, and suddenly the sheep broke free, bursting through fences, gates, hurdles, as though all at once something had terrified them. It was not one field or one flock. It was dozens, from Wallingford to Twyford, across nearly 200 square miles. Sheep were in panic. They bolted across fields, yards, roads, trampling over anything in their path. Some sheep smashed pens, others leap fences, and many simply ran blindly into hedges or under bushes. By morning, shepherds were straining their eyes across foggy fields, finding sheep everywhere, scattered, trembling, some panting, some hiding, some mingled in corners of fields, were piled against fences, still shaking. No owner could explain it. There were no predators seen, no wild beasts circling, no dogs reported dueling or chasing. The usual suspects were ruled out. The weather that night had been dark and quiet. Only occasional flashes of lightning in distant skies, though nothing consistent or was not a one-off. In December of the following year, 1889, and then again in 1893, similar sheep panics occurred, not always with exactly the same area, but same region, same suddenness. Each time the sheep broke out at night, scattered, terrified. Often, farmers reported that, although some pens seemed intact, animals had forced their way through weak points or leapt over low hurdles. The scale of panic, hundreds or thousands of animals, is remarkable for animals that are typically mild, controlled, unambitious in movement. Human witnesses noted that the sheep seemed to behave like reflections of one another. One sheep leaps, dozens follow. One breaks through, many follow through. The idea of panic spreading through mimicry is central. Sheep are herd creatures, and fear in one may amplify fear in another. But mimicry alone cannot explain why flocks across a wide territory, triggered nearly simultaneously. Some letters, written by farmers to agricultural societies, mention that the extent of damage, broken pens, torn nets, missing animals, was greater than typical storms or predator raids. There was property damage, gates ruined, fences down, sometimes sheep left injured. Yet strangely, most sheep survived physically. The trauma seems to have been psychological. Fear, exertion, separation from rest. This kind of mass panic among livestock puzzled agricultural experts of the time, who corresponded via letters and local bulletins, asking ozone, pressure changes, distant thunder, elements barely perceived. But even with speculation, nothing was proven. The mysterious Great Sheep Panic left more questions than answers. How exactly did fear travel? What triggered the first flight? How did animal behavior become so synchronized across such distance with no central cause identified? For the farmers, the night was long, the aftermath laborious, gathering scattered flocks, rebuilding fences, soothing animals back to calm. And for the lighter public, hearing reports of sheep running wild across hills and roads in utter terror was a reminder that sometimes nature moves in ways we can't predict. Sheep, simple and pastoral, became participants in a phenomenon so odd it avoided easy explanation, and yet remains recorded, discussed, puzzled over. The Great Sheep Panic of 1888 is less vivid in textbooks, less taught in schools, but it has all the elements of uneasy wonder, mass fear, synchrony, unknown terror, broken fences, frantic hoofbeats in the dark. It is